Your obsessive fantasies are blocking you from your manifestation. I'm going to be showing you why obsessive fantasies aren't the key to your manifestation and why they're blocking you, and also why this is not visualization. Visualization and your fantasies are completely different, and I'm going to be showing you how you can actually manifest a desire, a person, something in your reality the right way, because you've not seen any results with this. So listen to me and I'll be teaching you how you can see results truly. The first thing that I want to mention right off the bat is that visualization and fantasies are two different things. And this is a really, really important concept that I want you to understand immediately. Visualization, when you're thinking about your desire and your reality, is actually beneficial. It's beneficial for you because you're acting as if you already have that desire in your reality. You may be thinking, well, my fantasies, I'm pretending that I already have that desire in my reality, so like, what's the point? But hear me out. Your fantasies come from a place of lack. They come from a place of lack because these fantasies take you out of the acting as if mentality. You won't have these obsessive fantasies if you were already in that dream relationship, if you already had that dream life, if you already had whatever you desire, because you're using these fantasies as a way to cope with something deeper within you that we need to heal. Visualizations come from a place of positive intent to create and really put you in those feelings of already having your wish fulfilled. They're usually like a 5-second long clip of your manifestation, and it's done in the first person. But your obsessive fantasies, they're usually in the third person. They're like you're watching a movie on a screen somewhere and you're seeing it play out between two people. And as well as they're much longer than 5 seconds, and they come from usually just randomness. Like if you're just bored, you just start to visualize your ideal relationship or your dream life. It's just random. But visualization is done with the intent that you're going to focus on the acting as if method and create those feelings within you. This is something I see so much in reality. So many people have this, and it's a lot more common than you think. There's a name for these fantasies, and it's called limerence. These fantasies come from you having a disconnect in your reality to your feelings. Something in your reality is not making you feel fulfilled. So you're feeling limerent. You're obsessing over potential partners in your reality. You're thinking of all the fantasies and potential outcomes. But realize that all of this is from a state of lack. And when you're in a state of lack, you can't manifest. The person who already has your desire does not have these obsessive fantasies, does not overthink any of this, does not have like these crazy fantasies. They're calm, they're confident, they're satisfied with their life. But you have a hole in your life which you can heal. It can totally be fixed. And the first thing that I want to bring to you is awareness. You need to give yourself something that these fantasies are giving you in a healthy way in your external reality. And the easiest way to do that is first to ask yourself what feelings this fantasy is giving you. What feelings is your fantasy of maybe getting into a relationship with a really, really awesome guy who's going to protect and provide for you, do all these amazing things for you? What feeling do you want from that fantasy? Maybe you want feelings of attractiveness. Maybe you want feelings of excitement and variety. Maybe you want those things. And truly, truly, maybe you don't even want that desire. Maybe you just want these feelings. Because that's what manifestation basically is. You just want a feeling for yourself. You just want the feeling that the desire will give you. And once you have that feeling, that's when your desire will manifest. That's basically what acting as if is. You give yourself the feelings of having your desire. You give yourself the feelings that the desire will give you right now. And when you give it to yourself right now, when you're in that state for majority of your day, majority of your months, majority of your weeks, like 80% of the time you're in that feeling state of just security and already having that desire, that's when it will inevitably manifest. That's when it will manifest. Whatever feeling that you want really, really badly from that certain person, from that desire, create it within yourself first. I really craved feelings of attractiveness and security from my fantasies, and I was wondering why my manifestation didn't show up. Like, I was manifesting a relationship back then. And what I basically did was that I gave myself the feelings that I wanted to experience. So I did that through first really, really thinking, I want these feelings. How can I give myself these feelings right now? So I realized that I needed to change my habits. I needed to change my self-worth because I wanted to feel good enough. I wanted feelings of beauty because I wanted to feel loved and desired and good enough ultimately. So I worked on my self-worth. I was changing my self-concept and the way I viewed myself, which is so, so crucial for manifestation. You need to change your limiting beliefs. You need to heal your self-worth in order to really manifest, because you otherwise can't manifest your desire if you're coming from a place of lack, if you're coming from a low vibrational lack frequency of not being good enough, and you need this desire to fill a void within you. I started to change my habits around. I started to do things that made me feel like I already had that desire. I changed my lifestyle. I quit certain habits. I added habits like going to the gym, exercising consistently, taking care of my skin, eating clean. And by doing all these things, I started to create feelings of empowerment. I started to create the feelings in my reality that I wanted from the fantasies. And when I started to do that, I fantasized less and less and less. That's just how it works. And once you start to really have that sense of self-fulfillment and security within yourself, that's when it's going to be so easy for you to manifest so fast. And it just feels so amazing just having this confidence and security within you, knowing that you basically have the power to give yourself whatever you want. The power lies within you. And you can create your reality once you do that, once you cultivate and harness that power within you. This is huge. You need to feel whole, fulfilled, and secure as you are right now by changing yourself, by loving yourself, by improving your habits, changing your actions, changing your lifestyle. That is so, so important to create the feelings and feel secure and confident as you are with an elevated self concept so you can finally manifest that desire. Changing your habits and changing the actions that you do in your day-to-day reality are a game changer for cultivating the feelings of already having your wish fulfilled. Like, I personally, like when you really have a clear picture of what your ideal self does and what their lifestyle is like, then you can finally start to do habits that bring you closer to your ideal reality and your ideal self. We go really in depth on this in the Mindset and Habits Masterclass. First link in the description box if you want to check it out more and learn more about what I'm teaching you. Basically, it's a masterclass where you can learn how to really, really heal your inner world along with changing your environment and your external world. Here are some tips on how you can interrupt the fantasy when it arises so you can finally break free from that pattern and start seeing true change in your life. Alright, so the first tip that I have for you to interrupt that fantasy when it comes up is the first, like when you're fantasizing about, let's say, maybe being with your ideal soulmate, being with your desired person. Just visualize yourself doing something completely different and something that might not feel as romantic or good. Like, for example, I always used to like just imagine myself and that desired person arguing, and then it would snap me out of that fantasy really quickly. So I recommend giving that a try. Like, maybe just visualize yourself just doing something completely different, like arguing or something like kind of negative happening, and it will snap you out of that fantasy. The second thing that I really, really want you to understand is that you have to have a genuine desire to get yourself out of that obsessive fantasizing state. Those daydreams, those obsessive fantasies are comfortable. They feel good in the moment, but they're not gonna help you truly manifest that desired life that you want in your reality, that desired person that you want in your reality. You can't manifest those things if you're in this fantasizing state, because it's a state of lack. It's not from a place of wish fulfilled. True visualization is when you're playing like maybe a 5-second clip of your manifestation, you're in first person, and it's something really, really simple, like maybe a wedding ring on your finger. Just like a quick moment in your desired reality, and you feel the feelings of already having that desire, and you're doing it with intention. Obsessive fantasies just pop up when you're bored, so they are not with intention and will hinder your manifestations. The third tip I have for you is to ask yourself, what feeling do I want from that fantasy? Maybe you want feelings of security. Maybe you want feelings of being safe and protected. That's why you want that partner. First, you need to give those feelings to yourself. You can't manifest if you have a void in your heart. You need to fill that void with empowering feelings that you'll give to yourself and not rely on an external desire to fulfill for you. You have the power to do that, and you can fulfill yourself by yourself on your own, and that's what will truly help you manifest. Find an alternative activity to do that will give you that feeling, and make sure to do it consistently day to day. Because once you start to do it consistently every single day, you're going to rely on your fantasies less and less and less to fulfill you, because this activity is going to be doing the work for you. But make sure to be consistent with that habit, because it's going to be fulfilling you the more and more you do it. But if you drop out of that habit, it's not gonna give you that feeling anymore. And also, have self-awareness and ask yourself if certain things that you're consuming in your day-to-day life are making you want to have these fantasies more and more. Like, honestly, romance books are a huge thing, and I ended up limiting the amount that I read them, because sometimes it would just give me high expectations, and sometimes it would make me want to obsess and fantasize more and more and more because of the content that I've just been exposed to. So I would recommend seeing if you can take out any habits in your reality so you can truly, truly feel fulfilled within yourself. Maybe take out romance books, reduce them, and add in more hobbies and habits that will help you be closer to your ideal life and make you feel secure, happy, beautiful, radiant, and just love yourself. Because once you do all those things, your relationship will manifest. It will appear in your reality, and you'll feel so good and so amazing. Anyways, if you want to learn more, again, my Mindset and Habits Masterclass is the first link in the description box below if you want to go more in depth. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!